Hi guys, I'm Nyx, and today I have a very exciting video because we are actually here on my fairycore island Primrose that I made forever ago, and I haven't visited this in a while, and I just wanted to show you guys some of what I've created in Animal Crossing. If you guys like this video and want to see more like it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. It really does help me out. And with that being said, let's get into the video. I also forgot to mention that I stream at least once a week over on Twitch, so if you want to see longer form Animal Crossing content or potentially other games that aren't Animal Crossing, check me out over there on Twitch. I would love to have you drop by stream. So as you guys can see, this is my entrance. It's quite simple. The outfit that I'm wearing was also left for, it's one of the options to wear for outfits that I left for you guys. Right next to resident services there will be a bunch of presents. I don't want to spoil what's in all of them, but this is one of the outfits that you can wear. And this is just a little glimpse of what I did for my entrance. Nothing too crazy, just some terraforming on both sides and lots of fairy-like elements. So I think we are actually going to go off to the right. And if we come up here right away, as you can see by the fresh honey sign. Oh, I forgot to even show my map. So the villagers that I have are Marshall, Peanut, Flurry, Pashmina, Sky, Maple, Goldie, Chai, Diana, and Tia. And then I have myself and a character that I made for my sister on the island as residents. So we are currently here at Maple's house. She is the beekeeper on the island and also runs a little honey stall where you can get some honey if you would like on your visit to the island. This is pre 2.0 though, otherwise I would have done her interior to match. But yeah, there's just a bunch of bees and yellow flowers everywhere and a little garden gnome back there selling some honey. And then this is just a nice little viewpoint of, I guess, Flurries House and the cliffs next to it. So if we come up this way, as you can see, we have a rainbow garden, and this leads us up to Flurries House. She is the gardener on the island. I wanted to give all of my villagers a dedicated role on the island. So Flurry is the gardener. She takes very good care of the flowers. If we continue up this way, you can see a little butterfly that I hid behind the tree here. You can kind of see it better from this angle. But you can sneak past this and then go up this way. And if you cross this path here, it will lead to my Crescent moon pond. This was my first very big foray into terraforming. Well, not terraforming, so to speak, but more waterscaping. I have never done anything like this before with waterscaping, and I'm extremely proud of how this Crescent moon pond turned out, especially because I didn't want the pond itself solely shaped like a crescent, because I think it's cuter to just have it this way where the land is accessible and then have like little points around it. But it's very visible on the map, and I think the little dots around it kind of look like stars, but Not really. We can pretend though. And then if we come up here to the right, we have my campsite. Just a very simple layout for the campsite. The beaches are very overgrown. I did decorate all of them. I love the flower codes that I used here. Those are pretty. And then if we come back here, there's a little laundry area with a gnome doing his laundry. You have to follow the path around to get back to where we were before. We can go down this way, but I think I'm actually going to go up past Marshall here. And we come to this cute little seating area. I guess it's like a little reading nook that I made. It doesn't have a seat, unfortunately, but I just wanted something to fill this area, and I think that's really cute here. And then if we come up this way, we come to Peanut's house. I don't think I actually gave her a role on the island. Maybe, actually, I did. She's a mushroom farmer. But you can kind of see that from like the mushrooms around her house. She has a decent amount of them. And a little gnome friend down here. There's also a sunken waterfall down here that I'm very proud of. I think that's really pretty. But yeah, this is Peanut's house. And if we come down this way and to the left, we can actually take a look at the mushrooms that she's growing. And there's a little fairy house up here because the fairies love it on this island. So there are tons of houses scattered all around because they have made themselves at home. And then you cannot go any further this way. I blocked it off on purpose. But you can continue back the way that we came and go off to the left here past this Bunny Day stuff. So my theme is kind of a mixture of fairycore and Bunny Day because I thought that the items looked they complement each other well, these colors, especially because a lot of the Bunny Day items are like very pastel, which is why I included this teacup set here. But I also just really wanted to use the items because they had like just came out at the time and I wanted an excuse to use them. We also have this very cute little picnic spot here. Ignore the zipper toy, he's creepy, but I liked how he looked there, so I used him. Not a big fan of that choice. I wish we had had the bunny garden decorations that we have now, because I definitely think I would have used that instead, but that's okay. Then if you come to this bench here and look up, there is actually a fairy house in this tree. I wish that it was on, but that's okay. That was inspired by a build that Tiger did. You can probably find it on her channel. I'm sure she has a playlist of fairycore videos linked for that specific island that she did. But if we come over this way, we see part of what is Pashmina's farm. She is the farmer on the island. So we have the Star Fragment farm on this side. If we continue to the left, we have a little cabbage/mum farm here, which this is pre 2.0, so we didn't have crops. So I had to get creative with the farms that I was making. However, I love how this one turned out, so I am not upset about it at all. And then if you come up here, we get to Pashmina's house herself. And if you go to the left, there is another build inspired by a build that Tiger did. This is a little lavender farm with a bee and some picked lavenders back here. There's a fruit basket because it looks good. That's literally the only reason that that's there. But it's fine. If we come to the left, you will see this little wishing well filler area that I made. I think it turned out extremely cute. I did find this, I did pull this inspiration either, I don't remember if it was from Facebook or Pinterest, but I found it somewhere and I liked the idea, so I just kind of took it and put my own spin on it, and I think it's adorable. And coming up this way, as you can probably see by my character standing over there, we have my house, which is also a castle, which I will show you in a second. However, we have this little fairy circle over here, which is inspired by another one of Tiger's builds, and I think it's absolutely adorable. So I want to show you guys. I love this idea for making fairy circles out of tree stumps. I think it's cute, so precious. Love the idea. And if you sit on this bench here, you get a good look of the castle. This is also inspired by Tiger. A lot of my island was made around the same time that Tiger was working on her fairycore island. So I did take a lot of inspiration from builds that she was working on, but mine look very different than the ones that she made. So I hope that it's okay that I kind of like copied the idea for them. I am wearing such a cute dress there. Love it. We will actually go inside the house quick. I'm not that proud of this house interior, but I think the idea will be clear when you see it. So this was right after the Sanrio update, where we got the Sanrio villagers and all of this cute furniture. So I wanted to utilize it, and I didn't know where to put it on my island. So I decided to make a little Sanrio themed like hotel kind of thing. So this is the reception area with tons of little froggies. I would have put one as a receptionist, but you wouldn't have been able to see it back there really well, so I kind of just put it up here. Plus it's cuter there, I think, anyway. And then if we come to the left, we will have different themed rooms for each of the Sanrio characters that we were given furniture for. So we have Hello Kitty in this room. I tried to use as many of the items as I could in each room and kind of give them their own little feel. So this one is very more academic inspired. Very tiny space, but I think it turned out kind of cute. And then if we go up here, we come to the My Melody room, which is a double bedroom. Very pink and cute. I like to think that this is a room that maybe children could stay in, or just two sisters or something, and just chill and have a good time. Maybe Chrissy and Francine hang out in there, who knows. And then to the right, we have, I think, it's Chai's. Yes, okay. So we have a kind of like outdoor feeling interior space, like a little Sanrio cafe area inspired by Chai, because I really liked these items and I thought they were cute. Not the biggest fan of this room, but it's fine. And then if we come upstairs, I believe we have the My Melody room. Yes. So the bedroom slash sitting area is over here, with a switch, of course, as entertainment and a place to do your nails. And then over here, we have a little bathroom space. Unfortunately, the toilet is able to be seen from the door, but we're just going to ignore that. It's fine. This is before they gave us partition walls, so I used a bookshelf to separate the room out a bit. I'm not that good with partition walls, but I hope to get better. And down here we have a little Marty-inspired space. Lots of very cute pom-pom pourin items in here. I really love the yellow. This is very contradictory to the rest of what you see on my island, and I honestly love it. And then we will continue with the tour. And so if we come off to the right here, we have this very cute little cat umbrella code, and I had to include that because it has a little black cat which looks a lot like my cute kitty Hermione, who I love very much. And I think I forgot to change the code underneath that because it definitely was not supposed to be purple, but it's fine. It's not that noticeable. If you come down this way, we get to the secret beach. I think this is very pretty. Very simple compared to a lot of secret beaches that I've done, and I actually really like it. It's a very relaxing spot to come and wait for Red. So if you come up here, this is directly next to Pashmina's house. We still have a few of the farm elements up here just to, you know, continue her yard up here a little bit and kind of transition it more seamlessly into Marshall's yard. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of statues in his yard, and that is because I decided that I wanted to use them somehow, so I made Marshall a very, very elegant home because he is my favorite, and I wanted him to have a house fit for a king. So he has gold roses literally everywhere, and he's the little sculptor on my island, and I think his house turned out extremely beautiful. Very proud of it. And if we come back down this way and to the left of the little fairy circle, there is a very cute little Bunny Day farm here. It's like a little Bunny Day egg farm. Why? I don't know. Just because the thought of it was very cute to me. I like very non-traditional farms in Animal Crossing, and fairycore is like the perfect use for that because it's believable that these things would be growing because it's a magical place. And if we come down this way, we are led to a very special area that I actually want to save because I want to show you guys my beaches first, I think. So we're going to, maybe we'll just go up first and then come back down. So up here, next to my house, we have just some cute little filler areas on the beach with a little pottery area. It's kind of boring looking. Nothing really fairycore about it except for this star fragment. It's fine. It was just filler. That's literally what it was meant for. But I could definitely have done better than that. And then if we continue this way, we just have some Nova lights on the rocks. I really liked how that looked, so I just decided to do that on most of my rocks. And continuing down here, we have a little flower crown stall. I like to think that the villagers make their own crowns and show them off to people and potentially like leave them here for the other villagers to wear and stuff. And they just want everybody to be happy and be able to wear a really cute flower crown. We continue down this way. We come to Chai and Tia's house, which is a Sanrio cafe, but I'm going to show you the pier first because this is also really cute. It doesn't match the theme of their houses super well, but it's very cute and pink and I like it. But continuing with the Sanrio cafe thing for them, we have many different seating areas, utilizing a lot of the furniture. And it even continues a little bit up into Tia's house. Tons of waterfalls around there. Very scenic spot to sit and have coffee or cakes and just have a good time with your friends. I like how this turned out a lot. I think it's very cute and I'm very proud of it. I do think that we can get over there. Yes, okay. So we can get over this way from their houses. So this is a little reading nook that I made. Very cute, just tiny. I like it. And then if we come to the left here, we actually have a little fairy maze that I made, also inspired by something that I saw on Instagram, I believe it was, or Pinterest, one of the two. And it was very beautiful, but I decided to do my own spin on it and changed it up a bit and use codes that I enjoyed a lot. So this is what the result is, and I think it's really pretty. And then if we come down here, we have another tiger-inspired build. This is a build inspired by a build that she did where she wanted to have a bunch of mushrooms growing up from the ground. Or I believe it was her Cottage Core Island Salt Cliff. But I decided to take that and just run with the mushroom theme of having them sprout up from the ground because this is a fairycore island and it makes sense that there are mushrooms growing everywhere. We have a little froggy boy on the stool over here. Very cute. And then over here is just a nice little spot that you can come kind of for just a better view of things. This doesn't really function as anything more than just a little like viewing picture location. That's all really. And then if we come up this way, which way do we want to go first? Probably this way so I don't miss things. So over here is my rock garden / butterfly garden. I love how this turned out. I think it's very pretty and very whimsical. I enjoy it a lot. It was a pain to get the rocks in that spot though, and then terraform around them after. But it's okay, it was definitely worth it. And then down here we have a little camper van area that I made just because at the time people were making all of these very cute little camper vans and I just had to get in on that. Marshall's over here checking it out. He approves. I also love that cute little puppy in the window. That's adorable. And then I made them like a little fake campsite area over here. Like, we already saw the real campsite, but this is just like their extended campsite where they are camping outside of their van. I just thought that would be fun. And as you notice, there are a lot of rainbow flowers in this area. That is because we are at my lesbian duck wedding. This is the reception area, which is also kind of Alice in Wonderland themed in a sort of way, with all like the mismatched tables and food and stuff. I really enjoy how this looks. I think it turned out really nice. And then we have more of the wedding items up here because I love how they look in pink. They are so pretty. And if we come over this way, we have up here on the cliff up there is the married couple, and they have some of their little ducky friends up there. And then there's a bunch more on the little hop spots around here. And in front of me is a little guest book to like check yourself in. There's a spot where you can play music. Then there's this little thing that I left. It kind of looks like breadcrumbs when you throw it, but they're actually beans. And I have a sign saying feed the ducks because I think that that's cute. So when you visit, you can come over here and feed the ducks as much bread as you want. I know it's bad for them, but the thought is cute, okay? And then you would just follow this up and it would lead you back to the little garden that we saw before. There's a nice little piano here that you can also play music at. I really like how this turned out. This was inspired by somebody's a gay duck wedding that I saw in a YouTube video, and I kind of wanted to make my own, but I didn't like the color of the mallards as much for this island, so I went with the brown ducks instead, and I think it turned out really cute. And then up here is one of my absolute favorite spots on Primrose. We have my Tangled inspired little, I don't know, like Festival of the Lights area kind of thing here, with like all of the lanterns from when they're sitting in the boat and they release all of them in the movie and they like fly in the sky and it's like super whimsical and stuff. That's just like what I thought of when I thought of this island. I thought it would be super pretty to do that. And then I guess we will go up this way next. I do need to make sure that I'm not missing things. So coming down here, we have Diana's house. She works at Abel's and studies under Sable and Mabel and makes her own designs that she displays on the island for others to see. They are not available for sale in the shop, but she does like to show off what she's working on to her fellow villagers. And then if we come back this way across the bridge, this is right next to resident services. We have my shopping district right nearby, so it was very easy access for visitors to come and visit my shops, which I appreciated. It's very cute, simple little shopping area with lots of gnomes and everything all about. And then up here we have my museum. I think this is pretty as well. Just some statues and very like bougie items around the museum because it is the most beautiful building in the game and deserves a very fitting build surrounding it, in my opinion. And behind resident services, you can't like really get back here, but you can look up here, and there actually is a little fairy door up there on that cliff. I think that's really cute. So there are a few areas that I think we missed. One being Sky's house, which I want to make sure we visit. And I think so to the right of the Rainbow Flower Garden, we have this little beach area. We're going to come down here because this should lead to Sky's home and secret like art area. She has a little painting area here that she can work on things. She can work on things at if she'd like. I really like the orange here. I'm not sure why I decided to do orange, but I think it just felt right here. And then if we come down, we have a very blue and white inspired art-filled yard for Sky, who is the painter on the island. And there are scattered papers about everywhere for like the pieces of art that she might have messed up and like scattered about, like the sketches that she was doing before she started painting, and just various projects that she's working on, just on display for all of her friends to see. If we come back up this way, we have more decorated beach with lots of white flowers. I love how they look on the beach. I think they're very cute. And then, I think, yes, if we go to the left here, and instead of going up the path, we come to the left, we will get to Misty's house, who is the other character on the island. And I like her house interior a lot better than I liked mine, because this is a very cute little gnome house. So this is their living room. They have a pet dog and just like a little library for them to read at and just relax, get away from things on the island. And then to the left here, we have a little kind of like greenhouse area for them, like area where they can grow and cultivate plants, trees, crops, whatever they feel like. This is what they do in this room. And then if we go up here, we have their little kitchen area, which I think is very cute. They're all working on making some little dishes here. We already have one that they finished over here, and some dirty dishes back there that they'll have to wash later. And off to the right, we have their very cute little laundry room. This is where all of the gnomes come to do their laundry. Aside from that laundry rock that they have like all the way at the back of the island, this is more accessible for them because it's in their house. So they just have this very cute little old school kind of laundry area with tons of laundry scattered around because they're kind of messy, but it's okay. And then this house does not have a basement, but if we go upstairs, it brings us to this very Snow White inspired room here with all of the dwarves. As you can see, there are 8 of them, but I only included 8 because I wanted all the color variations, and I thought that the one standing on the stump above them would look better. It just looked better with 8. But they're supposed to be the 7 dwarves. That's probably my favorite room in this house besides the main sitting room that I made. Very pretty. And then bear with me for 1 second. I am going to figure out which way I have not yet gone, because I am pretty sure that I missed something. Yes, we did miss something. So coming to the right of Peanut's house, we actually have Goldies House. I forgot to go over here earlier because I got distracted by her mushroom farm. But coming up here is Goldies House. She is also a farmer. She has a little pumpkin farm on in her yard, along with these cute little pumpkin items. I thought that was very cute. That's what she does. That's her job on the island. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna make my way back to resident services and conclude the tour. That is all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am very thankful I got to share one of my creations with you, one of my most beloved islands with you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've done in the past and look forward to seeing what I do in the future. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!